Hey there guys, welcome to the next video here on the channel. DuckBrain just recently came out with a whole bunch of different duct tapes, probably within, I'm going to be safe and go with at least 2 months up until pretty recently, so it's probably about 2.5 months. It's been out for a little while now, but I was finally able to get my hands on a bunch of them, so I wanted to take this opportunity to, of course, show you them on camera. Okie dokie. So now these all came from my local AC Moore store. I just got back from there a little while ago. And we're going to start with the comic book one first. This one came out, I would say probably close to 2 months, I guess, somewhere around there. It's got an all-white background. It's got a whole bunch of cool comic book inspired, thought bubbles, speech bubbles. Has a few of the, like the pop art kind of words like POW. There's a sign that says to be continued on it. Has some stars, kind of like those, those puffs of speed and stuff like that you typically see in comics. It's not an incredibly detailed print because there's not a whole lot going on, but it does repeat itself every now and then, so you can see the POW there and the POW there. So not too hard to line up, and that's the comic print there. This is of course the new design of duct tape packaging with the cardboard piece on top, and it's open here with a cool plastic wrap all the way around it, and that's the comic book tape. This next one is called Ghoul and the Gang. It's one of the Halloween printed tapes for this year. It's got a whole bunch of bats on it, which kind of signify that. Ghoul and the Gang is the name of this one. It's all black background. It's got a whole bunch of cool Halloween themed things on it, like Frankenstein's head or Frankenstein's monster's head, a skeleton, a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, a outline of a ghost. Also not a terribly complex design. It kind of almost looks like the way it's situated with the colors is kind of like a candy theme, like how you would see candy in your trick-or-treat bag. Also the same packaging on this one. This is also one of the 2 Halloween prints that's come out. There's also one called Scary Chevron, which is very similar to the zigzag pattern, if you're familiar with that one, except it's just colored in purple, green, and orange, I think. I think those are the same, pretty much the same colors as here, but that's also the other Halloween one, which I wasn't able to get at my local AC Moore or Michael store. I'll have to keep an eye out for it, but it has been making the rounds, as has this one here, so you can definitely look for it and find it if you're trying to find it. Next one is Scotty Dog. This one's really cool. It's got an all pink background. It's kind of like a cross between the pastel pink and the hot pink design that we've had for a while. So it's kind of like a shade in between those 2 colors of pink. Got a whole bunch of different Scotty Dogs on it. You got one with polka dots. You got a kind of a plaid one, you got another plaid one, all gray, red, and black, and they kind of repeat themselves every now and then, probably every 3.5 inches or so. And of course you can also apply them. You see it lines up directly across, so these are kind of set up in bands, so you can see all those. They're really simple to line up. So that's the Scotty Dog one. Not too much to say about that, but I do like the color pink in the background. If you are trying to find a special color pink, this might be the one you're looking for, and if you do get this, you can cut out just a little bit of a color in between there if you're trying to use pink for a little highlighting work or something like that. So that's the Scotty Dogs tape. And the last of the new tapes we have is the Paris tape, or the I Love Paris tape. This one's actually really cool. It's kind of on like a cream background. It's almost the same color as the pastel yellow. It might be a little bit darker than that, just a shade darker. It's got a bunch of presents on it. It says Bon Voyage. It's got the Eiffel Tower. It has a woman walking a French poodle, which is kind of cool. A street post. It says Paris, of course, right on it, so it's easy to identify which tape this is. It's definitely a cool color to it. It almost has kind of like an old vintage feel to it, which was really interesting when I saw it on the shelf, and I knew this was one of the more recent ones to come out, but it's definitely really cool. I think it would work really cool for like a painting or a backdrop to something. I'm not so sure it'd be look as the best with like a wallet, but if you're really into that kind of that cool color and that vintage look, maybe you can make like a wallet or a purse out of it. But I think this would look really cool with some sort of a background on a painting or some other design that you were making. So same packaging, and of course you can see that on the top there. So that's the I Heart Paris, or the I Love Paris, or just Paris tape, and you can see that there. I got all 4 of these at my local AC Moore store. Most of the Michael's store right next door to it also had a whole bunch of the same ones. So that's where I actually got the Paris. These 3 weren't at the no, I'm sorry, this one wasn't at the AC Moore, it was only at Michael's, but Michael's had all of these as well. So Michael's typically stocks a decent amount of tape. AC Moore kind of, in my area, they kind of stock just a few of them, and not really all of them, but they kind of switch them out. So just check all your local craft stores. Probably check Walmart pretty soon. You'll probably be seeing these coming out, or if they're already in stock, they have been probably for a little while. And last but certainly not least, the NFL tape has been out for a really long time, but now that football season is back in full swing, you probably can pick up your NFL tapes in your local stores. This one has been in my local Michael store for a very long time. They carry the Philadelphia Eagles and Steelers tape because I live in Pennsylvania. But if you are looking for NFL duct tape, I think they do have all the teams by now, so wherever you are, whatever team you follow, you'll definitely be able to find them. They typically sell these for about $7 or $8. The NFL, of course, licensed tape is a lot more expensive, and just like the Major League Baseball tape and the college tape and stuff like that. So if you are trying to find the NFL tape, you should be able to find it pretty soon in your local area, depending on which team you live close to. So I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys liked me showing you all these semi-new tapes within the past 2 months or so. I always get people telling me like, oh, it's been out for a crazy long time. Well, these have been out for a crazy long time. I'm just not sure exactly when. So hope you guys liked the video, like I said, and I'll catch you next time on the channel for another tutorial coming soon and another giveaway coming soon as well. So catch you then for that.